Hmm. Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to read How to Read a Story. Are you wondering, is this going to be a how-to book? Could be, since it's our last day of the how-to writing unit. So, this is by Kate Messner and illustrated by Mark Siegel. Doesn't he look cozy just sitting there with all those books around him? And remember how sometimes I open up the back cover and we see that it's, the picture's continued? Nah, not this time. Nothing more to learn. So I'm thinking that this kid is going to be the main character. Is that what you're thinking too? And I think that he's going to be talking about, reading a story. I don't know why this thing goes blurry sometimes, boys and girls, but we're just going to go with it. How to read a story. Step 1. Oh, there we go. It's a how-to story. Find a story. A good one. It can have princesses and castles, if you like that sort of thing, or witches and trolls, as long as they're not too scary. Step 2. Find a reading buddy. A good one. A buddy can be older, or younger, or a person your age, or maybe not a person at all. Make sure your reading buddy is nice and snuggly, and make sure you both like the book. If you don't agree, go back to step 1. Sometimes it takes a few tries to find the just right book. Step 3. Find a cozy reading spot. Outside is fun, but it's not if it's very cold. Unless you have thick woolen blankets and hats and scarves and cups of steaming hot cocoa. Ooh, Truman, that makes me remember about your how-to book about hot cocoa. How funny. And not if it's very hot, unless you have trees to shade you from the sun, a hammock to catch cool breezes, and tall glasses of icy lemonade. Oh, and lemonade, that makes me think of your book, Carter. Your how-to story you wrote. Inside is good. The couches are cozy. So are chairs big enough for 2. Just be careful not to get stuck. Looks like you're stuck. Step 4. Look at the book's cover. Can you guess what it's about? Read the title. That might be a clue. Oh, we talked about that. Like how to read a story is this title, and that's a clue that it's going to be about how to read a story. So there I have an example on this page. The princess, the dragon, and the robot. So this cover is telling us that it's going to be about a princess and a robot and a dragon. Cool. Step 5. Open the book. This is the exciting part. Once upon a time. Ooh, we've heard that story language before, haven't we, boys and girls? We know that is a nonfiction starter for a book, or is that a fiction starter for a book? Yep, you're right, fiction. Once upon a time. Read the story in a loud, clear voice. Not too slow and not too fast. You can point to words if you like, but you don't have to do that. Step 6. When the characters talk, whatever's being said, say it in a voice to match who's talking. I will save the kingdom. I am the most powerful in all the land. I'm hungry for lunch. Soon the castle will be mine. Beep. Step 7. No matter what you read, hold the book so your buddy can see the pictures. Buddies get impatient when they can't see well. Do you see that look on his face? He's looking at him like, Why are you not sharing the pictures? Step 8. If there are words you don't know, try sounding them out or looking at the pictures to see what makes sense. They were afraid the dragon would burn down the Oh, the castle. So you're using the sounds and the pictures, and then you think about what makes sense, and you get it in a snap. Just like we've talked about in the classroom. If you need a break, you can pause for a minute and talk to your reading buddy to predict what might happen next. Will the castle catch on fire? Will the princess tame the dragon? Will the robot marry the princess? Will the horse make friends with the dragon? Will the dragon eat them all for lunch? Oh, good predictions, huh? Step 9. When you get to the exciting parts, make your voice sound exciting too. Who dares disturb me in my cave? The dragon growled. Oh dear, oh no! The robot was so scared, all of his metal parts rattled. What would they do? But the princess tackled that dragon and held him down. You must promise you'll leave our kingdom in peace. Did that sound exciting, boys and girls? I hope so. When you and your buddy can't stand it a second longer, turn the page to read how things turn out. Oh, look at now the cats even join them. The dragon promised and decided it was better being friends, and they all lived happily ever after. Step 10. When the book is over, say, the end. The dragon, and then he's holding up the very last pages that we just read. And look at, he's happy, and the dog's happy, and the baby's happy, and everybody's happy. He must have really liked the book. And then, if it was a really good story, go right back to the beginning and start all over again. I wonder why they're going back all over again. What do you think? So boys and girls, after today's read aloud, I want you to answer on Seesaw and video yourself answering that question. Why would he start the book and read it all over again? I hope you enjoyed the story, and I can't wait to get back to reading workshop next week.